you always have the option of having no opinion. Marcus Aurelius. Let's pause on that thought for a moment. How often do we get swept away by anger? A rude driver, a disrespectful comment, unfair treatment at work, betrayal by a friend. The moment it happens, we react. Our chest tightens, our voice sharpens, and suddenly we are no longer in control. But here's the truth: anger only has power over you if you hand it the keys to your peace. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, all saw anger as the greatest enemy within. Why? Because anger destroys you first before it touches anyone else. It clouds your judgment, poisons your relationships, and robs you of the calm clarity needed to live well. Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. No matter what life throws at you, no one can force you to be angry. They can provoke you, insult you, even attack you, but your reaction? That is always your choice. Today, we'll uncover 8 Stoic rules to break free from anger. Not just theories, but real strategies, practical tools that you can carry into your daily life. By the end, you'll have a roadmap not just for avoiding anger, but for building unshakable inner peace. And if you're with me on this journey, leave this affirmation in the comments right now. My peace is stronger than any anger. Rule 1: separate events from your judgment. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." It's rarely the event itself that makes us angry. It's the story we tell ourselves about it. Imagine this: you're driving and someone cuts you off. Your heart races. You shout, "They disrespected me. They endangered me." But pause. What if they didn't even see you? What if they're rushing a loved one to the hospital? The act itself, a careless swerve, is neutral. The meaning you attach to it is what creates rage. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself but to your judgment of it. And this you have the power to revoke. How to apply this rule? Pause before reacting. Take 3 deep breaths. Buy back a moment of clarity. Challenge your story. Ask, am I sure this was meant to harm me? Detach from interpretation. Events are neutral. Judgments are optional. Why give someone else the power to rent space in your mind? Your anger punishes you more than it punishes them. Affirmation: no one controls my peace but me. Rule 2: expect people to be people. Marcus Aurelius began his mornings with this reminder. The people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. Strange morning ritual, right? But he knew something most of us forget: people are flawed. If you expect perfection, you'll always be disappointed. That coworker who gossips. That family member who criticizes. That stranger who insults. Why be surprised? They're simply acting according to their nature. Seneca put it beautifully: how much better to heal than to seek revenge. How to apply this rule? Morning mental armor. Each day, remind yourself, I will meet rude and selfish people, but they cannot take my peace. See ignorance, not malice. Most harmful actions come from weakness, fear, or ignorance. Expect imperfection. Lower your expectations, and you lower your anger. Affirmation: I expect flaws, but I choose peace. Rule 3: master your inner voice. Epictetus said, men are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them. The insult itself isn't what lingers. It's your replay of it, the inner voice saying, how dare they? I'll show them. That inner voice can either be your worst enemy or your greatest ally. Marcus Aurelius disciplined his mind by journaling daily, training his inner dialogue to reflect wisdom, not anger. You can do the same. How to apply this rule? Catch the first thought. Notice the angry story before it snowballs. Replace, don't repeat. Swap "they disrespected me" with "this shows their weakness, not mine." Coach yourself. Speak to yourself as a guide, not a critic. Affirmation: I command my inner voice, not my anger. Rule 4: hit the pause button. Viktor Frankl taught, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space lies our power to choose. Anger thrives on immediacy. Insult, reaction. Betrayal, rage. But the moment you pause, you weaken its grip. Seneca's advice: the greatest remedy for anger is delay. How to apply this rule? 3-breath rule. Before reacting, breathe deeply 3 times. Delay decisions. Don't send the angry message. Don't reply immediately. Time cools the fire. Train with small annoyances. Practice in daily frustrations like traffic or waiting in line. Affirmation: I pause, I choose, I stay calm. Rule 5: don't take it personally. Epictetus reminded his students, if someone speaks badly of you, remember they do so because they think it right. Most insults reveal more about the other person than about you. Their anger, their insecurity, their ignorance, none of that defines your worth. How to apply this rule? See insults as mirrors. They reflect the speaker's state, not yours. Detach from opinion. A diamond remains valuable, even if called worthless. Respond with silence. Silence unsettles them, but strengthens you. Affirmation: I don't pick up insults. They are not mine to carry. Rule 6: let go quickly. Seneca warned, anger, if not restrained, is more hurtful than the injury that provokes it. Holding on to anger is like clutching a burning coal, you burn yourself first. The event happened once. Don't suffer it 1,000 more times in your mind. How to apply this rule? Name the weight. Admit, I'm holding on to anger. Refuse the second wound. Don't relive the event again and again. Visualize release. Picture yourself dropping the stone of anger you've been carrying. Marcus Aurelius said, the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Affirmation: I drop anger quickly. It has no hold on me. Rule 7: see problems as teachers. Marcus Aurelius: the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Anger often comes from obstacles. But the Stoics flipped this idea: obstacles aren't enemies, they're training for the soul. Seneca explained, difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor strengthens the body. How to apply this rule? Ask the training question. When anger rises, ask, what skill is life teaching me right now? See setbacks as weights. Each frustration builds your strength of character. Honor lessons, not wounds. Focus on growth, not injury. Affirmation: every obstacle is my teacher, not my enemy. Rule 8: stay rooted in the present. Seneca observed, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Anger feeds on replaying the past or fearing the future. Peace exists only in the present moment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, confine yourself to the present. How to apply this rule? Notice wandering thoughts. Catch yourself replaying old insults. Anchor with senses. Feel your breath. Notice the ground beneath your feet. Ask, what can I do now? This question pulls you back into the only reality that matters. Affirmation, I live in the present. Peace is my anchor. You now have 8 Stoic rules to master your anger. Separate events from judgments. Expect human flaws. Master your inner voice. Hit the pause button. Don't take things personally. Let go quickly. See problems as teachers. Stay rooted in the present. Remember, anger is a thief. It steals your peace, your clarity, your time. But peace is always within your reach if you choose it. Leave this final affirmation in the comments to anchor it in your mind. I am untouchable, calm, and at peace.